What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got a couple of new promo packs to talk about. Yeah, that's right. Turns out there is, what is promo packs going on? Over in Digimon's, couple new ones that have gone and been revealed, and this seems like exactly the kind of thing we should be having a little bit of a chat about. And actually, one of them's the new Tamer Battle Pack. And I'm a little bit behind. I'm collecting them in Japan. I've gotten a little bit behind. I'm missing a couple. This has really given me a little bit of a kick today to go and get my collection up to where it needs to be. And hey, while we're here, why don't we start off with Tamer Battle Pack 10? I know, there's a few of these at this stage. These are really cool, incidentally. You get one card in each sealed pack. It's a fun thing to keep a little sealed collection of, if you don't keep getting a little bit behind. Wassy. And of course here what we've got is 4 cards and a nice shiny winners card, and the nice shiny winners card here is Minimon. Yeah, that one. It's cool. Of course, I've said this many times before and I'm probably going to say this every time. I don't like the fact that the winners promo, and it's nice and shiny and lovely, but they take away the nice background and replace it with, like, generic stuff. And I'm sorry, I don't think it looks as good. I'm sorry if that makes me sound a little bit mean. I don't like it anywhere near as much. Now, Minimon here, we are talking about the one that came around in BT3, which is a nice little card. What it's got, one inheritable skill. If you attack one of your opponent's Digimon, you get an extra 1,000 power for the turn. Only when attacking other Digimon, not when attacking the stack or the other player. We've seen it pop up in a bunch of green decks over the years, so you know what? This is alright. This is kind of cool. We've got the nice version with a nice background, which just can be gotten from the pack, and then we've got the winners promo as well. And remember the deal. Usually tournaments are held and the winner gets a winner's promo, but if tournaments aren't going on, it can be done by a lottery or whatever. I don't think there's a strict hard and fast rule that it has to be the winner, so I don't know. It's quite cool, right? I like it. Now, in terms of the other 3 cards that are in Tamer Battle Pack 10, one of the ones that stands out is Kudamon. Partly it stands out because that is weird artwork. And I cannot decide for the life of me if I actually like that artwork or it makes me feel funny and not in a good way. It's weird, but it's cool and different if nothing else. But it's a really good Kudamon, the one that says your opponent is not actually able to gain memory other than with Tamer effects. So all of those Tamers out there, Mimi Tachikawa and the like, that let you gain memory still do. But anything else, any option cards that would gain you memory, any Digimon cards that would gain you memory, things of that nature, they don't work. And you can't, I mean, you can use them, you just don't get the memory associated with them, which, let's face it, is kind of the whole point of using them in the first place. Now, following on the theme of good cards, we've got Kudamon, and I like this Kudamon. It's a good Kudamon. It's one from BT4, and it's a 1-cost Digivolve blocker. And sure, when you attack, you have to lose 2 memory, and that's sad and blah, blah, blah. But this isn't an attacker. You're not attacking with this Digimon. This is a Digimon that's a blocker. And it's only 1 cost to Digivolve. And generally speaking, level 4 Digimon, you're paying 2 to Digivolve. So having a 1 cost to Digivolve is a very good thing. This is something we should be very happy about. It's actually really cool. See, he's playing a bunch of yellow decks, has done since it came out. And there's a very good reason for it. And the reason is, you know, I've said it a couple times now, you should know, it's a 1-cost to Digivolve blocker. And I wish I could put it a bit better than that, but I can't. That is what's really cool about the card. Blockers are good, every deck needs them. 1-cost to Digivolve level 4s are good, they're not that common. Green have more than most, but you know, that's green. Cheeky evolution is kind of their thing. But generally speaking, 1-cost to Digivolve is good, having a blocker is good, combining them into 1 card, yeah, that'll work for me, ladies and gentlemen. That'll work for me. And the last one's a really weird one for me here. It's the Myotismon from EX1. Because we've seen a bunch of reprints here, there, and everywhere. We don't generally see EX1 reprints, or at least we haven't so far. The set's a little bit recent. We don't generally tend to get them. But it's weird because, of course, EX1 had all of the retro artwork. And now we're seeing cards from EX1 reprinted with regular artwork. I cannot be the only one that finds that a little bit weird and unsettling. Hey ho. What we got here is, on your turn, when this Digimon digivolves into a Digimon card with Myotismon in its name, reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 1, which is quite nice, and an inheritable skill that while this Digimon has Myotismon in its name, all of your Digimon with Retaliation can attack unsuspended level 4 or lower Digimon. So nice in terms of trying to get ahead and attack those Digimon that, generally speaking, you shouldn't be able to attack. That's a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good thing. Once again, a good selection of promo cards. The Minimon's seen play, the Tumon's really good, the Pidamon's really good, the Myotismon, I mean, there's definitely a use for it, and if nothing else, it's kind of cool to see EX1 cards of alternate art. That sounds cool to me. But it's not the only thing that's gone and been revealed. We've also got here the Tamers Workshop, which has got some alternate arts as well. And these are alternate arts, incidentally, that we have seen over here, popping up in various places, often as tournament cards, etc. So this is really cool as well. Worth pointing out, it looks like, again, you're getting 1 card per pack here, and we've got some rather nice Digimon. So we've got ourselves the promo Geomon, whereby when you are attacking, you get to draw a card, which is pretty gosh darn cool here. That sounds alright by me. And actually, I'm being very silly. These are not alternate art cards. These are the promo cards that we got, that we were celebrating that we actually got before Japan, which is really rather cool, and it is a set of 6 consecutive promos. These are ones that we were like, hey, we're finally getting cards before Japan, yay! And this is basically Japan catching up. So we've also got the Gabumon, that when you play it, you reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. You add a Tamer you find there to your hand and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Clearly a good thing if you are playing a deck which is reliant on Tamers, which is a pretty good thing. We've then got ourselves the Kudamon. Now this is, if you're playing a Kentaurasmon deck, this is pretty gosh darn nice. Lets you return a Kentaurasmon from your trash to the bottom of your deck to recover 1, which is quite nice. And it gets it back into the deck, but it's also recovery. It's free recovery in it. Well, not free recovery, but you know, free cost to play, level 3 is about standard, and getting some recovery on top of that seems pretty good to me. And on deletion, one of your opponent's Digimon loses 1,000 power for the turn. That's an inheritable skill, but still pretty gosh darn nice. We've got the Hercules Kabuto here. When digivolving, you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 power or less. And it's quite nice. When we first saw these cards, the scans we had were terribly small. Now they are much easier to see, and I am rather delighted. So, Digivolve up, suspend some Digimon. Sounds pretty good to me. Your Chrysalismon here, or as an inheritable skill, all of your Digimon with the same name as this Digimon gain Decoy Black/White. Obviously here this is made for Diaboromon. And it's not to say you can only play it in Diaboromon decks. It works with any deck where you can Digivolve from this, of course. But the whole point of Diaboromon decks is you're playing a bunch of tokens, all of which count as Diaboromon. So being able to give all of them Decoy, so you can delete them rather than seeing one of your other Digimon deleted, yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. That seems to work. And then finally, Wizardmon has an inheritable skill once per turn. When you use an option card, gain a memory. And of course, we got all things like, oh, I don't know, top of my head, Lilithmon. She kind of likes using option cards, doesn't she? Seems like the kind of thing that might make her happy. So yeah, that seems pretty gosh darn good there. Like I say, these were promos that we got a while ago. And we were kind of celebrating that we finally got them before Japan. And we all knew that at some point Japan was going to get them. There was no real surprise going on there. Well, the good news is Japan has now gone and got them. And yay Japan, quite frankly. Yay Japan. So they're catching up with some promos we've had for a little while, as well as getting some new alternate arts that we haven't had. But you know the deal at this stage, ladies and gentlemen. At some point in the not too distant future, these alternate arts are going to find their way over here, and we're going to get to enjoy them. They're probably going to be tournament promos of some description, and that sounds a-okay by me. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sounds good. Sounds fun. Sounds like there's more sealed promo packs I need to get in my sealed promo pack collection. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about these. I want to know which ones you like. I want to know which ones need to be in your collection. So let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.